If you are interested in hauling, making ISK and EVE Online, or learning about EVE Online ESI API, this video is for you. Hello Spacefolk! Today I am bringing you an update on how to make profitable hauling between trade hubs. I am working on a new tool that will look for the maximal percentage margin between lowest sell price in JITA and the trade hub of your choice, and report the top of the most profitable goods to haul between them. And what is left for you is to simply buy these goods, haul them to the target trading hub, put up sell orders and wait for a little while. In this video I will present the proof of concept version of the tool that I drafted using Python, the results of my test runs and my thoughts on how much ISK you can make as alpha or omega clone with such trading. So the first step in any market analysis is gathering data. CCP provides ESI API that exposes a lot of public information and, if authenticated, your in-game information about character and/or corporation. Among other things, EVE ESI exposes two data endpoints that we are interested in this time: regional market history for a given item and outstanding market orders in a given region. I am using EasyPeasy library for Python to format and process HTTP requests for me. In addition to that, we would need recent static data export for tranquility. Among other things, the static dump contains the latest list of valid item types and such data as their volume, name and other characteristics which we are interested in. I have pre-selected a set of 855 types which have at least 1 billion ISK average market turnover in JITA and at least 10 items sold there daily on average. This is to save some time analyzing dead and low profit markets. For comparison, the raw static data export contains more than 40,000 object types, of which about 20,000 had at least one sell order in JITA at the moment of me testing. So what are we looking for in the data? To conduct the analysis for each of these item types, I query the most recent list of orders in JITA and Amar, which I selected as my destination trading hub. In addition to that, I also get the recent history statistics for given type for Amar. From the market orders, I get the average price of cheapest 1% of the available market volume, also known as 1 percentile sell price. Then I do simple calculation of margin by taking difference between JITA sell price and Amar sell price and dividing it by Amar sell price. This is a bit unconventional to divide profit margin by the expected sell price, but it makes sense for us because we are charged sales tax and brokerage fee based on the sell price. So if this margin is more than our combined taxes, then we would make profit by hauling. Sounds simple? Well, it is a bit more complicated. To make final decision on which items to buy, I have computed margins, profit per unit, cost of one daily average volume on Amar market, and produced a simple text report sorting by the items with highest margins and filtering out trade positions where I expect to see high competition or items that would be difficult to buy in JITA due to low on sale volume there. The best sign of competition is high volume of sale orders already present on Amar market. I also made condensed version of this report that only included type names and suggested purchase volumes. Such report could be copied into the clipboard and imported into multi-buy order directly, saving a lot of time to search for the items. After opening said multi-buy, I only had to tweak the numbers down to match my budget. Now I have the items, but I miss a ship to haul, so let's fix this. I fitted passive shield tank breath with extra focus on tank, normal velocity and agility, so that it can haul things with me being AFK. It ended up having a compact cargo of 2900 cubic meters with incredible 20,000 effective hit points passive shield tank and normal warp speed of 4.5 astronomical units per second. In this configuration, one-way trip of 45 jumps between JITA and Amar is completed in about 1.5 hours. After wasting all my savings during Minmatar Liberation Day PvP event, I have only had time to scrape some 50 million ISK by hauling Bytok AFK in high security space. However, I decided to give the script a go and loaded goods worth about 45 million of ISK and started my trip to Amar. I kept some liquidity to be able to pay for the brokerage when I will be setting up those sell orders in Amar. Sometime later my ship arrived to the destination where I have unloaded goods and went to set up market orders. Not surprisingly, there was little to no competition for the sales of the items I brought. Unfortunately, I miscalculated the needed brokerage, so I was unable to set up all orders immediately. However, an hour later some customer has purchased factional ammo from me, enabling me to set up the order and launch autopilot back to JITA. So how profitable is this? So far I have completed 3 hauling trips. On paper I make huge profits and even my net worth counter has grown to around 200 million ISK. However, I must notice that not all positions sell quickly enough. In fact, of each of 3 trips I have made very marginal marginal profit in the form of ISK, and most of my profit have left hanging on the balance sheet in the form of trade orders. This is not a big deal if you have a large enough capital and thus can get liquidity even from such orders that are not fulfilled for quite some time. However, if you are just starting doing business on ETH, you need every ISK you can get to grow. Thus you should consider the following tips on choosing which items to hold. First, when you hold from JITA, you want to prioritize consumer goods such as chips, modules, ammunition, especially ammunition, boosters, filaments and other similar wares over materials and intermediate products. These are the goods that people buy a lot in local trade hubs, and they are usually willing to pay a premium over JITA sell price for the convenience of local shopping. On the other hand, chances are high that the historical turnover of a given material is made completely of people selling marginal quantities to highest bidder with multi-sell to clean up their inventories. Second, always check the competition. If you find a lucrative 300% margin position, it will not be empty forever. If there is already some other trader who sells bulk at this high margin, and the volume exceeds the daily average sold amount, you should probably step away, because there is a good chance that this seller will start pushing prices down once you set up your order. If you still want to participate though, then make your order amount small and stay on the station instead of returning to JITA. Once your small order is sold out, set up another small one until you sell all your goods. That is, if the margin is worth it, of course. Here you might also want to consider making a dedicated alt character that will stay on that station to update the orders while your hauler does the moving. By the way, if you would like me to make a video with tips on how to set up a corporation with your alts, to manage your assets, sell orders and cash efficiently, let me know in the comments. Finally, don't be greedy. Don't put all your ISK into a single most lucrative order. The more different items you trade, the better your risks are distributed. In other words, when you have all ISK bound by a single order, you might get them back quickly if you are lucky, but they might also tank in sales and you will be left with no cash for a couple of weeks if not months. In comparison, if you have 10 different orders and half of them sell out, 3 sell something but not completely, and the last 2 tank, you will still have more than enough profit to buy new products and place new orders and keep your business running while the slow selling orders catch up. I will continue building the hauling tool and my small trading empire out of alpha clones and report progress on this channel, so if you are interested to be the first to hear about this, then don't forget to subscribe. Fly safe!